If I go, you go.
He'll come back.
Down.
There's another one.
You know where he went? People ask me how the manatee business is. Really, it's kind of up and down.
See, look at this. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3 up there.
There's, you see his back.
You heard Sir Cam a lot? That's Sir Float a lot.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes they stay right on top. Sometimes you saw that one. Sometimes they stay down on the bottom.
His nose.
That's his nose, I think.
He's like on his floating on his back.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
They're
This is a
very
good way to
slow.
start. I wish I could talk about this. Actually, I wish I'd have gotten enough 2 more minutes so I could tell you what we're looking for. I'm not going to complain.
No, look at this. Yeah.
Oh, look, you just came up again.
No such word as there.
Straight. 12
Yonder.
o'clock.
12 o'clock. Thank you very much. If you say there, we all get whiplash. See that mud area?
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll sleep, a lot of times we'll sleep right
Oh,
on the
right
bottom
here, 2 o'clock.
in the mud. The mud sticks to them and gives them that color. When they come up, they move and the mud sloughs off a little bit. See the edge of the seawall? Orange, yellow, that's the color they are when they come in here. It's good for us because the sun illuminates them. You can see them better. Normally they're gray in color, like an elephant color gray. They come and they go every day or 2, back and forth. I'll tell you why they go out in a little while. But when they come in here, and if you see one that's gray, you know he's just fresh. He just got in here. He hasn't had a chance to lay sleep in the mud yet. This is a good way to start.
Do they make noises?
They do. I was getting ready to tell you. When they come up, they exhale. When they exhale, I was telling you, they open up that hole. You can hear them sometimes. Right beside the boat, guys. That's a big female. Look how big around she is. That's over 1,000-pounder right there, guys. Yeah. And see the algae on her back?
Her tail. See?
That's another way. Watch this little circle now, coming behind. See how she flipped her tail? What's that circle called? It's called a footprint. I haven't told you yet. I normally would before we see them. When they swim, their tail goes up and down. You see how their tail's going up and down like this?
Did you hear that when she came up?
Yeah, I did.
Took a breath.
They have a tail like a mermaid. You ever see a mermaid? Yeah, can you give them my phone number? Because I've been looking for one my whole life. No, but they swim. Their tail goes up and down like this, not sideways. If they're swimming near the top, like you just saw, and really going along, their tail pulls the water down. It boils up to the top, makes a smooth round circle on top of the water.
Okay.
That's called a footprint. That's going to be on the quiz. Footprint. If you see a bunch of footprints all in a row, that's a telltale sign, no pun intended, that there's a manatee swimming near the top. Sometimes you can see which way they're moving because of the way the footprints are going.
Oh, he looks dead.
That looks dead, yeah. That fish.
Right here.
Or have a hole through them.
So the boat doesn't like
Look at that one.
away.
No, actually, it's just the opposite of that.
They do.
Manatees are very
There's one
curious.
right there. See that footprint?
Oh, yeah.
See the circle? That's just going away.
Manatees are very curious animals. Instead of swimming away, they come up and see what's going on. That's how they get hit by boats sometimes. You're like, gee, I wonder what that conch, you know.
Is it still that you see if you, well, they don't come out, but they have all those scars on their back from the motors? Is that still happening?
They do get hit.
Yeah.
That's because they're curious. But they don't have scars, they have scars.
Yeah.
You want one? I don't know.
They like it.
Getting ready to tell you why they come in here in a minute. Several reasons why. That's the main reason in the wintertime. Now, you know how whales and different animals have blubber, fat, keep like an insulation? They don't have any fat. They're actually all pure muscle, believe it or not. So the only way they can stay warm is simply to find warmer water, which is one reason why they come in here. They can tolerate the cold for a while. They go back and forth. but they eventually have to find warmer water. Also, another reason why they come in here is because we have underground springs, fresh water that bubbles up from the bottom. People can't really tell where it comes from, but they know, they can taste the difference. They have to drink fresh water. Even though they go back and forth to the salty water, they eventually have to find fresh to drink. You know how a camel can go a long time without drinking fresh water? They hold them over. Manatees can do the same thing, up to two weeks. They'd rather not, but when they find a freshwater source, they kind of fill up, you know, it can hold them over for a while. Good eye, good eye.
Now they're all underneath. I haven't seen one for a while. You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed them. Yeah, I see him.
They also come in here because they like to sleep a lot. Whenever they're not traveling back and forth, they sleep a lot. They pretty much got it made. Why not sleep in the wintertime where it's more warmer? Why not sleep where it's more calm? There's less wave action, less tidal action moving them around. It's protected in this area. When they sleep, by the way, what they do is how they can hold their breath so long. First of all, when humans breathe, we're not so efficient. We have small lungs, small and round compared to our bodies. We only absorb less than 5% of the oxygen out of every breath we take. Manatees have big, long, round tube.
There's fish jumping out of the
It's
water.
the jumping mullet.
Oh.
Manatees have big, round, tubular lungs. They cover most of the length of their body. And they also absorb 90% of the oxygen out of every breath. They take a breath, they get all the oxygen out of it and make the most of every breath. Sarah, you gonna wear your glasses so you can see the manatees? You're not gonna see them without the glasses. We'll go back in here for a minute and check, then we'll work our way back out. There's a few in here somewhere. There's a mom and a calf up here at 11 o'clock. It's two right together. I'm pretty sure it's a big one. That's a small one.
Oh, yeah, look.
Yeah,
What do you
there
do?
you go.
See?
See the mom and the calf, you guys? You don't get to see that every day. Now, they're going to take another breath, I think. If you see them take a breath, and then 10 or 15 seconds later, they take another breath, that's usually a sign, not always, but usually they're going to go down and sleep for a while, or stay up on top and sleep for a while. But you never know. Let's circle around here. I'm going to try to purposely get the sun with the best angle for you, because they're starting to cooperate, staying on top. Up until a while ago, you know, it was kind of like there'd be two in the whole area, and it was like whack-a-mole. They're literally sleeping for 13 minutes at a time. I'd stay somewhere and circle around and talk and look and wait, and then for 12 minutes, and then all of a sudden, I was like, go. I see one down there, and I said, let's go look at him. As soon as I come up, he'd come up laughing at me. It's like whack-a-mole, you know. See the back reach out, and the back, and they've been doing that lately. That's like back to normal. The way it was really kind of up and down, like two breaths and then back down for 12, 13 minutes. So it's changed a lot.
Why is that? Like from
Because you
the
guys
soul?
brought the manatee boat show.
No, but I mean, you said they.
I don't know. It's just
not
weird. They
around
just
since the
disappeared.
hurricane?
They disappeared, and then when they did come back, it was just a few, and they were just acting skittish and weird and up and down instead of just, you know, kind of not curious.
Is this more normal?
This is more normal.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. My God.
Maybe they were displaced and went out to sea or
There's
something.
a bunch of
yeah.
them out here.
There's one.
There's one there, there's one
Hold on,
there.
see his nose open up, nostrils?
Did you see
If you look closely, you can see the hairs on their nose. They have hairs all over their body. When their back comes out of the water, you can see hair
There's
following you.
another one. There's like 3 right there. See them?
Those are mammals. You know what a mammal is, Sarah?
Look at the nose.
Warm blood.
It's like a snorkel.
And what else do mammals have or do? Yeah, you do. What did I just say they have on their body? Just like you got hair. You're a mammal, right? They have hair. They're warm-blooded. They give birth to live babies. They don't have eggs. And they nurse their babies like a mom nurses a
They're
baby.
like humans, right?
Look.
Oh, look at them
Hello.
together.
That was a mom and a calf there.
Yeah.
How long do they stay with their moms?
Quite a long time. I'll explain more about it later, but quite a long time.
Oh, there's one over there too.
Mm-hmm. Did you?
Up to 2 years total. But there's more to the story than just that. Right here, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Oh my, yes.
I heard that one, did you?
There's one over there too. Oh,
10 o'clock. You hear them? You can hear them before you see them sometimes.
It's almost like they can hear us.
Actually, they don't hear
way.
so well, but they have the hair on their body kind of acts as a, they can feel vibrations and they know, you know, vibrations in the water, what's going on.
There's big-
So how do they hold their breath so long, Sarah? Early quiz. I just told you. How do they hold? How can they stay down so long? And when they sleep, how can they hold their breath so long? Yeah, but what I tell you about their lungs?
they're taking on big lungs, Sarah. Remember you told me?
Big lungs,
Almost the
Yeah.
length of their body.
and they
Taking
absorb
all
almost
oxygen.
all the oxygen. They take the oxygen out of every breath.
That's when it's straight ahead, 12 o'clock.
There's the 2.
We're getting whiplash. They're everywhere.
Now I'm starting to hear them breathe.
Yeah, this, you guys different, man.
Look at
There's
that.
there's a mom and a calf. I'll put some of these in the Manatee bag for a slow
Oh,
day.
there's another one there. There's way over that
You're right,
way.
you can
Oh,
hear 'em
there's two
before
right
you
here.
see 'em
Three.
sometimes.
There's 3 right here.
Yeah.
There's one over
Here's
there.
another one.
There's one way out there.
Yeah? They're really close to us. That's cool. See how you can hear them.
So what is their average weight?
They get, there is no average weight. They get to be 2,000 pounds, up to 12 feet long.
Oh.
Females get larger than the males
Yeah.
because they're generally rounder and wider for childbirth reasons.
Yeah.
They get heavier and
You
bigger.
see that one? The splash?
Yeah, there was one over there that just went
They're getting crazy now. Everywhere. When you saw one earlier, you said it was a female. How do you know the difference by looking
childbirth reasons, which is nothing new, you know.
Yeah.
The males, what I noticed is, the owner said don't say this. So this is what I used to say is, and the reason why I say it like that is, I had a marine biologist come out here one time. He told the owner, he said, I can't tell the difference looking down if it's male or female.
Oh.
Well, females get bigger and heavier because they're rounder and wider for childbirth reasons. What I noticed, the males are more slender, thinner, elongated. I've been doing this for 6 years, and I've never seen a calf right beside slender, elongated. It's always beside the mom, bigger and rounder.
Okay, yeah.
That's my story. I'm sticking with it.
Okay. So you just know.
There's a barnacle one.
There's one right there. It's still there.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yep,
There's another.
yep.
There's two right there.
Yeah, we're doing good. Also, you can tell the males because they never look at the map or ask for directions.
Those two need to stay right there.
This one just splashed.
See how you can hear 'em. Yeah.
Those two
The
together.
So
baby
still.
doesn't make any noise.
Sometimes they do. Nostrils open up. So, like I say, why do they come in here, Sarah? Warmer. And what do they do else while they're in here? What do they do when they're on the bottom?
They get the
Drinking water and they're sleeping. Good job. So they come and they go. When they go back out to the Gulf, they're going out generally to eat. They're herbivores. You ever heard of herbivores? That means they only eat plants, right? They eat a lot of plants. Their nickname is the sea cow because they eat so much grass. There's no grass in here for them to eat, usually. They eat the seagrass. When you get a few miles out, several miles out, to the more saltier water, the grass starts to grow on the bottom. That's why they go back and forth to eat that grass.
So when you say they go back and forth, do they go back and forth daily? Or?
Every day or two, I would estimate. They come and they go with the tide. When the tide's going out, they go out with the tide. When the tide's coming in, you know why? Use extra energy. You know, they save energy if they use the tide to ride it in and out.
And what is it now?
See the water
It's coming. It was low, real low earlier. Now it's coming in. So chances are manatees would be on their way in. So after we're doing pretty well here, by the way. Hopefully you're enjoying it. In a little while, we'll take off and we'll go for a ride down the river a little bit, and we'll see if we can see some coming or going.
Whoa.
Right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at that.
mom and a calf. Chances are they would be on their way out because the tide's going out.
I got that one on video.
Let's see this one.
Yeah. You're just chilling, huh?
So there's no grass in here usually for them to eat. Up above that dam I showed you on the freshwater side, there's a floating freshwater grass. It's kind of like, it's in the summertime, not so much right now, but it's kind of long and stringy like spaghetti. It floats. In the summer, this is the dry season now. When it rains every day in the summertime, basically, if it rains real hard, sometimes a lot of that clumps of that grass will flow down into this area. It makes little salad bars, I call it. If you see salad bars floating around, you kind of check as you're going along. You might see one eating on it. It's kind of a treat for them. Normally, you don't see them eating because they're eating the grass on the bottom in the Gulf. Yeah.
That's the barnacle one.
Yep, he is staying up a lot. They surf float a lot. Here's the mom and the calf right here beside us. We're coming right beside us at 10 to 1 o'clock.
I got it.
Look. See how wide she is? And the calf beside her? I rest my case.
There's the baby.
Look at the baby.
See the
Oh,
mud?
it's so cute.
See the mud sloughing off? You know
Yeah.
they were laying on the bottom for a while there, sleeping. That was cool, huh? Here comes again. Now you see how they're well, when they're hanging around, sleeping and stuff, they don't always coincide their breathing. The mom might sleep for 15 minutes. The cat might come up 3 or 4 times or so. But when they're traveling back and forth, they come up exactly at the same time.
Huh.
It makes traveling easier. It's more efficient instead of, zigging and zagging.
Yeah.
It goes with the flow,
Your shirt's dirty. Mine? I'll have to change it.
They went down the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dolphins came.
Wait,
Yeah.
You were